The most awaited trip was here, or should we call it the most postponed trip, from the Mombasa trip to the Nyeri trip, and finally, the Maasai Mara trip. Wednesday, 29th April, 3 a.m. and we were off. First stop, Nakuru. They say Nakuru, the cleanest city. After instructions and the envelopes, we went out in search of data. The residents of Nakuru, very welcoming. Shadrach, a resident of Nakuru City and a small-scale businessman, or also called a hawker, had the following to say.
Naitwa Shadrach Sadman, mimi ni mkazi wa hapa na biashara yangu ni ya kuuza mayai. Hii mayai nikiuza huwa inanipea kitu mara moja. Huwa naweza uza tray kama 2.5. But hii unapata, nashukuru juu inanilipia nyumba na mahitaji huko nyumbani. Wanapenda kununua sana, walevi yani ndo wananunua sana.
A business without challenges is almost impossible, especially for a small-scale business person. Shadrach faced some challenges which he shared with us.
So hiwezi kosa hiyo hiwezi kosa. Kuna siku niliuzia watu kama 4 wakatuma pesa wakarivasi. Siku hiyo nilienda hasara ya 300.
Another sector, the transport sector, which is one of the most paying revenue in Nakuru City, with most people using tuk-tuks to move from one location to another. And remember, it was on a morning, so people were traveling to work, and one tuk driver had this to say about the sector or the business.
Kwa majina naitwa James Mugo. Katika hii sekta yetu, kila sekta ama kila stage ina different prices, kwa sababu kuna ile sekta ambayo inaenda sehemu moja kama ile ya Feria, wale fare yao ni fixed. Lakini sasa ambao tunabebea CPD, sisi tunafanya private na fare zetu ni tofauti kulingana na mahali ambapo destiny ya customer anaenda. Kwa siku nzuri, na hiyo siku nzuri ni kwa muda imepita sijaiona, lakini kwa sasa nikiongelea kuhusu saa hii, ukiunda pesa mingi labda uunde 2,000 kwa siku, sasa hiyo ni umefanya vizuri sana. Lakini wakati kuko chini utapata hata unaenda na less hata ya 1,000, of which hiyo pesa inakuwa iko chini sana, kwa sababu lazima bado utatoa mafuta pale.
At 12 noon, people had already gathered near the bus, ready for the next adventure. Where next? Naivasha. With strict instructions from Sengwer Kirgit, we were off to Naivasha at exactly 12. Everyone seemed ready and eager for the next adventure. The roads long but peaceful, the scenes beautiful, talk of landscapes very, very beautiful. Few hours later, we were already there and we headed straight to Lake Naivasha. First sight, beautiful scenes of the lake Naivasha, and what else? Fish sellers, enjoyment sites, people eating fish. The lake looked beautiful from afar. After some little talk about the place, how it was started, how it runs, we went out now in search of data. And a boat operator had this to say about the tourists in the region, the effect of water hyacinths, and the types of birds and animals present in the lake.
Wengi kama mzungu alikuja, tunatumia lugha ya Kisungu. Yani amekuja ni mzungu, ana maswali pia ya kwao. Kuna kitu ameona ni mgeni na pia anapenda kuuliza. Hivyo tunatumia
Sasa umesema ukitoa hizi ndio zinafanya ina float hizi.
Zote weke kwa maji.
Alafu ndege wanazaliwa.
Hiyo inazaliwa, hii inazaliwa. Ambao huwezi kula nini kwa
Huwezi ile king or white. Ama ndiye the king bad.
Mgani?
African.
Yule.
Huwa ni wangu.
Huyu nyama yake ni ngumu.
Hata sio ngumu.
Unakuwa
Huyo ndiye the king. Huyo ndiye mkuu wa ndege. Akifikiria kula ndege yote anakula. Akiona samaki.
This was a tourism site on its own. Talk of the unimaginable, wildebeests, hippos, and many more. After that, we had time to also enjoy ourselves in the merry-go-round and also go for fun boat riding. It was nothing short of fabulous. After the long march needed but not enough rest, we were in our buses at exactly 3 a.m. ready for Narok town. Most sleep asleep even as we passed through the most talked about Mahimahi Road. maybe all but the drivers. And after the long scary 4 hours drive, we were at Narok. We stopped for snacks and some petrol, and off to Maasai Mara National Reserve we were. The vicinity, beautiful. The roads, long and sometimes even boring, and not even smooth. The saying Mwachamila ni mtumwa made sense here. Everyone wore Maasai shuka, let alone the piercings and the beads. The houses still manyatas, and the herds still large. Few hours later and we arrived at the National Reserve, and after they settled the dues, we were in. We were welcomed by beautiful views of the landscapes and the big groups of impalas and the tiny antelopes.
Very nice.
Beading, which is a common culture of the Maasai Mara women, was so evident, with women doing their beadwork and selling them to tourists in the National Reserve. One of the women doing beadwork had this to say.
Nimeanza karibu 5 years ago. Hii ni biashara mzuri. Nausia wasungu. Kila kitu uko na bei yake.
Talk of talent, talk of unity, and also hard work. When asked of its benefits and challenges, she had a lot to say, insisting on the circles and the benefits of the circles to the women.
Bei ya kushona, unaweza kujua tu ni bei gani, hii ni bei mzuri, bei ya juu, hii ni bei ya chini, price. Batali, karibu napenda hii shanga sana, hii animals, napenda. Hakuna sai yenye tulikuwa naye asungu wapendi, tunapenda kila aina ya biashara. Nimefaidika sana. Hata watoto wetu uko na university, mahali popote. Mungu ndio unajua. Kuna siku unakosa kabisa na unarudi tu nyumbani. Sasa uko tena na group, unashikana kwa group. Kila kuna group ya wiki unalalisha, na group ya wiki unalalisha pesa. Kuna nyingine unalalisha 250 kwa wiki, kuna nyingine unalalisha 500, kuna wengine unalalisha 1200. Sindio?
The security head in the lodge says that having an electric fence makes work easier, insisting that Maasai Mara is a safe and very conducive area, insisting on the trees and the area being a natural place.
Naitwa Yobes Momanga. I'm the security manager, Maasai Mara Lodge. Here I started in 2015. Yeah. Here mostly we don't have big challenges within the lodge. More because our lodge here, we have security is well done. We have got electric fence all around the lodge. And we have got internal security managers and TPU, tourist police unit officers within the lodge. Mostly the ones which are said to be vulnerable, the rhinos. But we have got security agencies, the KWS, the Kenya Police, KSU. So nowadays, that was stories of before.
Tourists who spent the nights here had beautiful scenes when waking up, mainly of the river that passes across the reserve. And let's not forget about the trees and just the area around it. There were two types of accommodation. Let's talk of the tents and also the room, which had different pricings and different scenes. The rainy weather made it difficult to traverse through the muddy roads, causing us to alight severally. The highlight of the trip was now here. Talk of the cheetah, the ostrich, the beautiful tall bird, and the lion, the king of the jungle. Here everyone was excited, very eager to see what was next.
What's up?
The rain, though, made it difficult and the roads became slippery and muddy, making it hard to traverse through the National Reserve and even making us turn back at some points. But even as we turned, the elephants and giraffes were waiting for us. We were so happy, as we had been told that it would be hard to find them, especially during that hour of the day. A little lesson on how the National Reserve runs concluded our Maasai Mara trip. The last day, the third day. The students had the following to say about their experience during the trip.
Oh, this trip has been amazing. It's something that we've been waiting for so long, but finally ikakuja. Some of us hatujafika for these places like Naivasha, Maasai Mara. It was the first time for some of us, and we really enjoyed. Lakini tulikaa kwa basi for so long, tulichoka jamani, hatuna kiuno.
My experience has been good, especially Naivasha. That was my best part comparing to Narok, because Naivasha I think was a bit cheaper, considering we were given some allowance and it had already got. So my experience has been amazing, but especially in Naivasha, the merry-go-round, the bonding, and the yes,